Hey, folks, and welcome to the Daily Ratings Weekly Movie News Podcast. This week's news brought to you by, we've got Vincent Daily in the house because we've got a special news show for you. So let's get him in the room. Vincent, hey!
I'm here!
Welcome! Welcome. It's your first appearance on the news show. Does it feel different?
Pretty nice show you got going on here.
I'm happy to have you with us,
I like
buddy.
the digs.
So we got a special for this news. We're not going to go through the normal news of the week. As far as right now, when we're recording this, that's right. What's his face is coming out of retirement.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
So Daniel Day-Lewis is coming out of retirement.
I think the project was announced as well.
It was, and his son is doing it, and it's coming out this year already.
Wow.
Which is crazy. And big names are in it. I believe, what's his face? That's Boromir and Game of Thrones. Sean Bean.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sean Bean is in it, and then another big actor that I can't remember, and I'm sorry. I forgot. I should have pulled it up. But that was the big news that blew up to me.
Yeah,
that said,
yeah.
Hey, I want to mention this at least.
For sure.
So there is some new news. There was some talk about AMC reducing theater prices.
Oh, really?
On Wednesdays.
Interesting.
Yes and no.
Oh,
If you are an AMC Stubs member, which the lowest tier is free, but if you're a Stubs member, you get 50% discounts on Tuesday. They're now adding that to Wednesday because they actually saw good returns on Tuesday.
Well, I mean, that's
Almost says slash your prices for every week.
yeah, you might as well get them in the seats.
So I don't know what kind of things have blown up while Vin and I are recording this, but anyway, we are not touching news this week too much. We wanted to kind of sit down because summer is upon us, and we wanted to talk about what are the big summer blockbusters coming out. We're going to go through it in chronological order of when they're coming out, to the latest in August, and kind of go through one so the people at home know, so the listeners and producers know, and also we can kind of talk about what we're excited for, what we're not, if we have some surprises that's on our list or something like that, Vin.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, unless you have thoughts on otherwise, we should probably start with Mission Impossible.
Yeah, May 23rd.
Yeah. I want a final prediction from you on how good you think this is going to do in the box office.
I think it's going to potentially do better than Fallout.
I don't know financial figures at all.
For sure. So I think that as far as funds go, there's a very big possibility where I think it's absolutely going to make more than Dead Reckoning. Okay? The question is, can it make more than Fallout? I think it has a good chance to do Fallout. I don't think it's going to be better than Fallout, though. So the question is, how lackluster is it? If it's Dead Reckoning lackluster, it won't hit Fallout money.
Sure.
Because people are going to catch on in the first week.
Yep.
But if it has at least some sort of decent buzz.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're spending on marketing. My God.
I know. It's
even going back to the Super Bowl, Tom is like, he must have sold his jet or something like that to pay for this marketing.
True.
It's unreal.
He needs it to save the movies. He needs to be part of the landscape saving the movies.
So I hope it does better than Fallout and blows it out of the water. I don't think it's going to be as good as the movie.
Sure. Yeah, I'm more so curious story-wise if we're going to get like how neat of a bow we're going to get on the Mission Impossible world, you know.
I think a big bow. It is the longest one.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's close. I think it's 2 hours 50.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to wrap it up.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't think the big baddie, which is AI,
Yes.
is as cool as what we had in Fallout.
Yeah, it's so true.
Which was like,
a man with a button, basically, you know.
In
Fallout?
In Fallout, it was weapons grade plutonium that could fit in this briefcase.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That was the boogeyman.
And I mean, it's always like, you know, bad agents, bad actors, you know, using the stuff, you know. But I think I need to rewatch Dead Reckoning Part 1 again just because I definitely remember my review on it, but I just forget, like, what was it setting up for Part 2 other than the AI boogeyman, you know?
It is super... Actually, just do a YouTube recap.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, we talked about it, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? You were not excited about it. I was upset about it. You then went on to say later in the podcast you were excited for Fantastic Four. Anyway... May 23rd, Mission Impossible, in my opinion, really kicks off summer.
Yes.
That last weekend. I don't think Bloodlines will.
No,
you know
I don't think so. I mean, maybe in the sense that horror always does well, but yeah, I feel you there.
Let's jump to the next week, May 30th. Did anything prop out at you?
Well, Bring Her Back, the Philippo brothers, shouted it out before. The Phoenician Scheme from Wes Anderson.
This has been, Wes Anderson, I mean, this is a proper movie.
Yeah.
He has been working on it on a bit, but barely talked about.
Yeah.
Until recently.
I love that Benicio del Toro's in it just because he was my favorite part from The French Dispatch. He got the first segment in The French Dispatch, and
he's a main character.
Yeah.
He's a proper main character.
Yeah, he looks like he's the whole star.
And, they're huge star lists. ScarJo is in it. Tom Hanks is in it again.
Oh, really?
So
Hanks is going to become the next Bill Murray to Wes Anderson. Mark my words.
Murray might be in this one, though.
Okay.
Because Murray's kind of back, and people are accepting him back. The thing with the Phoenician Scheme is there's been buzz about it. People saying this is his best work since
Hotel Budapest.
Yeah, Grand Budapest Hotel. Which it says a lot, you know.
Yeah.
We had Asteroid City, we had The French Dispatch. He had his vignettes, or not vignettes, but his
yeah.
smaller stuff on Netflix.
Yep, the Roald Dahl stuff.
Especially with Ralph Fiennes.
Yep.
But anyway, The Phoenician Scheme, May 30th.
I think that's definitely what I'm excited for. We have talked a lot about how are we going to navigate this series. Karate Kid Legends.
Oh, yeah. I didn't put that on my list.
yeah, not really our bag, but definitely a lot of people's bag. Gen X's bag, basically. Yeah, I don't know. Still up in the air on how we're going to tackle all of that because it's a lot of content. So,
and then we have June 13th. We have How to Train Your Dragon.
First of all, How to Train Your Dragon. 6th.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. I didn't mean to skip past this one. I didn't mean to dance, tiptoe my way past this one.
Yeah. Ballerina, I don't know. I mean, you're looking at probably the biggest John Wick fan on the planet Earth, and I'm not excited for Ballerina.
I'm scared.
I'm also the biggest Ana de Armas fan on planet Earth, and I'm not excited for Ballerina.
I'm super nervous for this one.
Yeah.
They did do a lot of reshoots. They brought Keanu back.
Okay.
So Keanu's in this film way more than he was supposed to be.
Sure.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah,
and then Chad Stahelski came in to do a lot of, not editing, but a lot of helping out, let's say.
Interesting.
Which bodes well because, thank God they brought those guys in. But also, how much are we polishing in a turd?
It's crazy because I look at the trailer and I think I was more excited by, I don't know, the 10 minutes Ana de Armas was on screen in the last James Bond than her action scenes in Ballerina. Like, I feel like she looked better in, action-wise.
Well,
she looks flawless, but
right, of course.
But action-wise, she looks better in, why can't I remember the last James Bond?
Oh, in No Time to Die?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still up in the air about that part of that movie.
Really?
And everybody loves that part of the movie.
Yeah. It's fun.
Anyway, we also so then
we have Life of Chuck, which is Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan has done a lot of Stephen King adaptations now.
Oh, that's right.
And is becoming a huge name in horror, if not the name in horror. So I know nothing about Life of Chuck.
Yeah.
It is going to be a big release, though.
Really?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we jump to June 13th. This is How to Train Your Dragon, which I don't think either of us are excited for.
Yeah.
I'd be more excited about watching the old ones.
Yeah, it's true. That's also another one where it's like, well, we got another live action. Do I cover the source material or not? It's like, how much do I have to say about an exact same story done in live action?
Right. When you look at the trailers, it's like a one-for-one beat remake, which at that point, why remaking the remake?
That's also what a lot of the buzz around the film has been as well. Like, it is
people excited for it?
1-for-1 remake. Well,
that's weak tea. Why make it?
I feel you. How to Train Your Dragon, though, it has a grip on definitely a hardcore fan base.
Yes,
for that.
We're friends with them, actually.
yeah, right.
Also on June 13th, there's this one movie called The Unholy Trilogy.
Okay.
I don't expect it to necessarily be good, but it's Pierce Brosnan and Sam Jackson in an 1870s Montana Western.
Oh. Okay.
Don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. I'll add one more to June 13th
Please.
that week. The Materialist. This is the next film from Celine Song, Past Lives director.
Oh,
This is her second film.
Good catch on that.
I don't know if it's gonna be great. It looks very just plain Jane rom-com, but
we'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it. I definitely want to, Celine Song, definitely, and someone I want to keep an eye on.
Dude, that would be cool if Celine Song just makes a straight up 2003 rom-com.
Yeah.
Even if we don't love rom-coms.
It feels like a Hitch or something. And she's like a matchmaker.
I'm not going to not like that movie.
Right.
Bring us back to a past.
Yeah.
June 20th.
There we go. The Pixar slot snuck up on us. Elio, what the hell is even going on with that? But 28 years later, that's for the big boys. That's for the adults.
I think, yes, it is. And potentially could be another one of those, Stitch Impossible, Glickid.
Oh.
With something. Because Elio, so kids, 28 years later, so not kids.
Elio years later. Right. I don't know.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect. But 28 years later, you are That's got to be one of your most anticipated of the year.
I am. I will really try to avoid talking about Last of Us Season 2. I am at the point of just a little burnt out on zombies. I mean, I'm sure that's everyone in the last 5 years, maybe even more. But I'm just kind of almost done with zombies for a while. I need a break.
Well, this could be your bow.
Yeah, we'll see. I certainly. I mean, if it's in the hands of these two, Danny Boyle, Alex Garland, I could not even imagine them reuniting, especially Alex Garland having his own directing career.
Correct. Yep.
So.
Okay, is that it for the 20th then?
I think so.
Okay, so the 27th. It's a packed summer.
It really is.
Let's just say that, because a lot of times you'll try to have runway, for a couple of weeks when you find out, oh my God, they're coming out with that. And a studio goes, okay, we got to hold off.
Yeah, give it some breathing room.
This is like, I think in general, there is a multi-studio thought process here.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like a 2019 or something, or 2015, where I think this might be a movie theater summer.
Sure.
So we can bank that they will come back for multiple weekends. That's what it feels like to me.
Sure.
June 27th, the very expensive and long in development F1.
Yep. Of course, Joseph Kosinski from, talk about a blank check movie. I mean, he's coming on the Top Gun Maverick. This boy could do anything he wanted.
And Apple's got the cash for him.
Yeah, for real. I will say every trailer I see of this, I think I've seen 2 cuts now, maybe 2 cuts. I'm excited for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away.
Oh, okay. You haven't seen anything
Especially from that second one. There was a first quick one where it was just basically racing sounds, I think the Queen. And then the second trailer was much longer.
Sure. I just think Brad Pitt, I can't say he's like gunning for an Oscar, but he's definitely trying to give it his all here. Much more than, I don't know.
Well, I think this is his last movie. This and the Clint Booth movie he's going to do.
Okay.
Off the Tarantino character with Fincher directing.
Which is such an insane project to hear.
When you go back and watch that movie and you're just like, he was 57 when he made that movie? And like he looks like that?
Yeah.
At some point, though, he's going to start to look... Like, how many of these does he has? What time do you have to, like, do the Verdict Paul Newman thing? And Tom Cruise has to be talking to himself about that right now.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And that's a great comparison, too, of just, like, aging star,
and
once heartthrob, still heartthrob, but,
But Paul Newman took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Paul Newman practically put gray in his hair and like took that role up and wasn't afraid to pass the puck in a movie and share screen.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
was very good in that kind of way.
Yeah. But I think that's a great comparison. Time will tell what that is for that transition. I'm sure there's probably a great amount of examples when it relates to that, of just like successful transitions of actors and like how their brand has matured,
And we'll see. Like I said, the 2 biggest ones, Tom Cruise and I think Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Then you have that conversation with themselves.
And then you have Methrigan 2.0.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even put that on.
I will say it looks insane. They're going balls to the walls on that movie.
They are. I think they're expecting a bit. I think that movie's going to do quite well.
Yeah,
they really do.
I mean, this is just whatever prediction, but it's definitely going for more of... I mean, it was kind of Chucky before. This is going into more of a Gremlins, Chucky, tongue-in-cheek. It knows what it is. A little bit more self-aware.
And putting more money into it.
Yeah, true.
Anything else for June 27th?
No, we can move on July.
July 2nd. You want to say it?
Jurassic World Rebirth. I don't know.
I love the twang. Yeah. I love doing that from now on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say this. I think this movie should have been Lost World. I think this should have been Jurassic Park 2. This type of premise of just like adventures with dinosaurs rather than park. That's all I really have to say. There's some troubling rumors going around of how this movie ends, and I think I told you definitely off. I don't think
you did.
Okay.
You might have.
Well, better that you forgot.
Okay.
Because if it comes true, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this this makes me sad that this is coming out.
It doesn't make me sad. I can feel that though.
Okay.
I get
You're not excited for this.
No.
What are you least looking forward to
in July?
No. Oh. Jurassic World or Last Mission Impossible? Wow, it's actually a difficult question. It's actually a difficult question.
Okay, all right, fine. I don't know.
The answer is Jurassic World. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
I will say, I like. Why can't I think of his name? Not Scarlett Johansson. Mahershala Ali.
Yes, he is.
I mean, I love Mahershala Ali. He's such a cool actor.
It's cool as ice.
Yeah. I mean, and if. I guess we have this to thank for the slippery slope that's Blade as well. You know what I mean?
Right,
Blade's
right.
never going to happen with him. So.
Okay, and that's definitely it for July 2nd,
Yep,
correct?
yep.
There are a lot of
This
other
is
smaller
where-
films coming out.
Okay.
Some of them look good, some of them, but
I feel like this is where the studios are given breathing room. They know the hitters,
Well, no, I do not think that.
No?
June 20th, 28 years later, and Elio. June 27th, F1. June 2nd, Jurassic World. July 10th. Oh, right. July 2nd, Jurassic World Rebirth. And
Yep.
July 10th, Superman.
Yes.
I think this is going to I think this is going to flop on its head.
No way.
I don't think it's going to be dirt trash bad. I think for the time, the effort, the money, and the expectation, this will leave people feeling. I was thinking about this even for a few weeks now.
Okay.
Almost Phantom Menace.
Whoa.
I think you will have super
That's
fans.
a crazy
I think you'll have
prediction.
super
I like
fans
that,
of
though.
Superman going to see this movie. I would say you're going to have true fans online saying, I watched it 4 to 6 times in the first couple weeks and still hating it.
Oh, wow. Well, I think there is some credit to that because, believe it or not,
That second trailer.
Within it's a little all over the place. It's all over the place in a way that James Gunn is all over the place. There is a section of DC fans that loved the Snyderverse, the ones outcrying for Snyder Cut of Justice League.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That are planning to probably boycott all of the Gunverse, what we'll call it.
Why?
Because they say they wanted the old version. Why recast Superman when Henry Cavill was perfect casting? Things like that.
Wow.
I don't
They
represent
don't have
that
guns
at all.
back, so they wanted the gun cut.
Yeah.
But they hated that Marvel.
They wanted the Snyder cut. They
Oh.
they hate James Gunn being.
Oh, that can believe that. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Listen, DC fans are. It's a whole different island. It's not even just comic book fans.
Feels so bad for those people.
There's something there that I think there might be. I wouldn't rule your prediction out entirely. Maybe not Phantom Menace bad. That's a
I know, but
crazy hot take.
in the same
that is a magma core hot take.
In the vein of Phantom Menace, I think this might fall.
Interesting.
Meaning
Okay.
it's going to be very financially successful,
right.
but hated by those who want to love it.
Sure. And also maybe to that, a little bit sillier than people will like. I'm really curious
Oh,
how,
yeah.
how
Oh, yeah.
James Gunnisms are going to come through.
I would love to go through some Superman movies, though, then.
Yeah, I've said that on the podcast. I think we said it on the Tom Dailies. I'm looking forward to that week because I've never seen the old Christopher Reeve Supermans.
That's people love 2, correct? People
yes.
like
2 is a whole rabbit hole. There's, I think, 2 different cuts of it. Yeah, it's a lot.
I think it's love, though. I think it's
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Yes, and that first one as well. I'm just really excited to watch those movies because I never have. They're classic, and also, I mean, if this Superman is going to capture the old type of Superman rah-rah
Yeah.
to it, I want to do a kind of a comparison, see how it lives up to those old movies.
We will see how it lives up. I'm highly skeptical. I don't think I'll enjoy it regardless, even if true fans do like it.
Right,
but,
right.
Hey, Superman, okay. On to the next week, July 18th. What do you have for this?
Well, I know what you did last summer. I'm only mentioning this because, Christ almighty, why would you revive I Know What You Did Last Summer?
What is that coming out of? Why do I know the name?
I mean...
That was a rom-com back in the day?
No, it was a horror movie back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a Scream,
okay, all right.
Voyeurism kind of thing. We do have Eddington, which is
Super excited.
Ari Aster, unexpected. Also, its release window, but just another Ari Aster so soon.
Kind of. It's been
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah, that's
and this
true.
is a modern day western, which we're craving that. We always think it's a bigger genre than we think, and
Right.
it's not.
Yep.
But it's a modern day western set in around 2020.
Yep.
The poster for it looks crazy. It's Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, pretty boy that everyone loves, Elvis.
Austin Butler.
Yeah, Austin Butler will
Yep.
be in it.
Emma Stone's in it.
Of course.
So, yeah, right. But yeah, don't know what to think. Still reeling from Beau's Afraid, so
Yeah.
we'll see where it comes out.
I think he's going to tone it down.
I think so too.
I think he thinks that we all didn't get that movie, but I still think he knows he needs to tone it down.
Yeah. I think he knows people are on the hook for, this is gonna be crazy, but
Right.
it did have to go in a different direction of Beau's Afraid, where it was just unleashed.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie is wild.
July 25th.
There we go.
I'll start. I have Happy Gilmore 2. Happy Gilmore 2 will be on Netflix. And what's in theaters, Vin?
Well, listen, I've had 2 requests to cover Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay, all right.
Basically, 1 and 2. What do you think about it being Netflix? You think that's a move because Adam Sandler has the contract, or you think that's a move because they don't think it's going to do well?
No,
something along that.
I think Adam Sandler loves working with Netflix.
True, and he's been in bed with them.
Like Happy Gilmore 2 could be probably a $40 million movie and make money in theaters.
Sure,
it could.
Sure.
They could make that happen.
Right. Or they just, does what Netflix does and, circumvents all that.
Right, yeah.
So I just find it interesting when we get these legacy sequels, what lands on streaming and what lands on theaters. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of a legacy sequel that has come to streaming that really sticks out. But it's interesting. You'd think those would be the easy banks that studios would want to put out because it's like, okay, of course people will go to the theater for this. They love the first one,
Right.
Especially when they're digging it back up.
Except for if you're Netflix and you want everything for yourselves to have in your streaming service.
So true. In theaters, July 25th, Fantastic Four: First Steps. I think I've hyped this one up enough, actually.
I think so, too.
I'm getting a little nervous. All I'll say is, again, my skin in the game is I love alternate dimension comic book stories, not multiverse stuff, just like this is Superman if he landed in Russia, or this is noir Spider-Man and he's in black and white. I like the other universe type of stuff. This definitely hits on that, being this like alternate universe 1960s. So
okay. We'll see how it goes. I do like Vanessa Kirby a lot. I think Pedro Pascal is certainly overexposed right now. And from
also probably too old for Reed Richards already.
Yeah, and from last week's news show, they're undergoing reshoots.
Yeah.
8 weeks out.
That's crazy.
Not a good sign.
That's crazy. There is, and to your credit about maybe shitting on this movie, just like on the DC side, on the Marvel side, there's almost a camp of haters on the casting on every one of these characters.
I believe that.
So everyone seems to have a bone to pick with one.
Those guys are going to bitch no matter what, though.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
The next week, July 30th, we have The Naked Gun 4, basically, with Liam Neeson taking up the role.
Yep.
And I think you're going to be excited for The Bad Guys, too.
I guess so. I'll also highlight Together. This is Dave Franco and Allison Brie. They're like a real life couple and real life writing partner. They've done a couple projects together. This just looks crazy.
Yeah. Well, they're also getting sued for it.
Oh, really?
Because apparently they completely ripped off an indie film.
No way. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Neon is producing it. I always like to give Neon a shot. Yeah, we'll see. Bad Guys 2, no comment.
You like Bad Guys 1?
I did.
All right. Well, we're going to watch it for that week.
Yeah. And I'm also rooting for Universal kind of doing its own thing with animation.
With the animation, yeah.
They're a slick studio right now.
So, and that kind of wraps up July. We get into August, and I think I don't know what's going on with the month of August.
Yeah.
I don't know if I guess the studios do research, and that's not when people are done doing movies, or they think by this time, people are going to be blockbustered out. And it's like, well, we shot what we had to in June and July.
Yeah.
Right away, though, with August, it really steps down. August 8th, we have, in my opinion, Weapons.
Yep.
Who's the filmmaker?
Zach Krieger. He did Barbarian. There's a lot of hype around this.
I know. Josh Brolin is in it.
Yeah.
Crazy trailer for it.
Yeah. Apparently pulling from a lot of inspirations, 80s type of films and also in that kind of 70s yucky, kidnapping type of stories. So we'll see. My question actually going into August, though, do you think we're going to get any, not maybe specifically what, but any last minute announcements like Eddington? Like Eddington, I did not expect to be layered into July. So
yeah, but it's been in July for a little bit, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think at this point it's just these are pretty set in stone, I want to say.
Sure.
Anything moving around now already happened with Paul Thomas Anderson being pushed to October.
Okay.
But that was like 3 weeks ago now.
Sure.
And then so that was August 8th. August 15th, we have Nobody 2. I know nobody as far as this table is really excited for it.
Yeah.
Anything else that stuck out, though, for the 15th?
Honestly, no. It really does drop off. The only thing I'll actually circle back for is Freakier Friday back in August 8th.
That's the third one they're doing now, right?
That's a third one, but also Freaky Friday has been like iterated to death,
right,
over the years. What surprised me is that it's, shockingly not a Disney Plus release. That's a theater release. Which is just like, what?
but maybe it's got enough star power. Because don't forget what they wanted to do with the Mean Girls.
Yes.
I don't know if that's Disney, but Mean Girls was that reboot was supposed to go
straight to
direct to streaming, came out in theaters, and it ended up making some money for them.
Interesting.
So it could be one of those as
so
well.
They're like, sure. But that's exactly what I mean in the observation of like, you're kidding me, Happy Gilmore 2 doesn't get a theater slot? It's like, it's unreal.
I think it's because it's Netflix.
Yeah.
I think if Happy Gilmore was attached to Disney, it would be getting a theater release.
Yeah, true.
Go ahead.
No, out to August 22nd. Honey, Don't. This is with Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, Charlie Day. It's Ethan Coen.
This is and his wife. This is the second lesbian film in this is the second film in the lesbian trilogy they're doing.
Oh, is this so like technically part of Drive Away Dolls?
Correct.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I don't know if it's in the same world,
but kind of like spiritual sequel.
And this is their idea. I think.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it kind of came up fast. No one's really talking about it, but you can assume it's going to be cheaper and it's going to come out, and probably not a lot of people are going to see it, but a lot of the Coen fans, like I'm sure we'll cover it.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if we'll do a whole slot. I actually think we might be out of gas for another full Coen episode.
Yeah, no, I don't think we want to. I mean, this is a whole different thing too.
Yeah.
This is him and his wife doing this. They came out with Drive Away Dolls with Qualley in it, so they're kind of this is their own little thing.
Yeah. Americana, Sydney Sweeney, crime thriller western.
I forget who else was in that, but yes, I saw that too.
There was another, I think,
there was
female
big
lead.
actor. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And that's August 22nd?
That's August 22nd.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Okay. Not a strong finish there. I stopped at August 22nd, too, because then the things don't really pick up. I think there's some stuff in September, but maybe late September and October. That's when you start, because early fall is when the award buzz movies try to get their slots in.
So true.
But I got to tell you, just looking into this summer, I think it's looking way better, way stronger than probably the past 2 years. And I would say on the podcast, and probably since 2019, this is the strongest summer.
Absolutely. And especially when it comes to, these are all films that could like get some sort of episode crafted around them. Like they're heavy hitters in that way too.
So, okay, all right. I guess standouts for me, I'm excited for Mission Impossible, F1, and maybe Eddington. I can't say I'm all that excited. I just like that we've got some big movies coming out. Maybe.
Anxious.
Yeah, exactly.
As anxious as Bo is afraid.
Yeah, your number one movie you're most excited for?
Number one movie, it's not Superman directly. It is the Superman episode, though. I'm legit looking forward to that. And again, it's just, those movies are classic. Christopher Reeve, a classic actor, tragic, actor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm in... If Superman, what is it called? The new Superman?
I think it's called Superman.
It's just called Superman.
Another reason why it's like, whoa, easy now.
Yeah. But if it's good, I'll praise Gunn. If not, I've had no problems in the history of the
gun. Or you'll use it on him.
I'll use it. I'll grab the gun.
I'll tell you what, if this is bad, the fans are just going to say, you know what, just because it's Dean Cain back. Bring Dean Cain back and we'll take him. Okay. All right. So folks, for next week, we've got coming up Mission Impossible. Oh no, for 2 weeks, we're going to be doing the Mission Impossible and the Final Reckoning, May 30th Phoenician Scheme, and we're on to the summer races.
Yep.
All right, Finn, thanks for stopping by and doing the news with us today.
It was great.
It was a blast. That was a good time. Wonderful. And folks at home, it's always a great time. We will see you this Thursday, as always, on the Daily Ratings Podcast.